I'm Nina No ASMR, and you just clicked on this video, so that's pretty cool. Thank you. Yeah, in this video, I thought I'd show you something I think is pretty fun. Hopefully you do find it fun as well. I'm going to show you some Pokemon cards. I'm a big fan of Pokemon. I've always really enjoyed it. I've gotten into it a little bit more as I've gotten older. Playing like the games and stuff like that. But as I've gotten older, I've also gotten into the card game. I've been collecting Pokemon cards pretty much my entire life. My brother is a huge Pokemon fan, and so is my dad as well. So they had a lot of cards, and I've gotten a lot from them, as well as just like talking about Pokemon with them for a while. So, yeah, my brother's kind of the one who got me into it. So, but I thought I'd show you guys a couple cards today, specifically a little deck. Talk a little bit about the game. This is just a little deck that I made. It isn't anything crazy, so let me just preface with that. I do enjoy Pokemon, but I will never say that I am a diehard Pokemon knowledge enthusiast, I guess is a way I could put it. I don't know a whole awful crazy lot about like the matchups. I mean, like, I know a pretty good amount, but don't come after me about my Pokemon choices in this card deck. Is what I'm saying. But most of these cards I actually got in an EX battle deck that I got from like Walmart or Target. I subbed out a couple cards, but I thought we'd look through it together. But if you're a fan of the actual games, I'm currently playing Soul Silver. If that rings a bell to you, it's really fun. I enjoy Soul Silver. So the first one I played was Pokemon Red. My brother had it from when he was younger. He's older than me, so he had Red, and then he let me play it, his original copy. So that was super cool. Yeah, a lot of people know the card game because of Pokemon Pokemon TCG. There we go. Pokemon TCG. I was like, what's the acronym? But specifically the Pocket Edition on our phones. Trust, I have that game. But if you play that, freaking add me, because I love that game, but I'm not very good at it yet. I just don't have good decks, but I'll get there. Alright, I think I've stalled enough with my Pokemon info, so let's get into the deck. This is just a little pack that holds the cards and some other stuff, so I'll go ahead and open that for you guys now. and got a couple different things. So let's dive right in to what's in this sucker. The first thing we have are these little damage counters. These little guys are for tracking your damage. So, like if I take 10 damage, I put this little 10 marker. If I take 50 points of damage, I put that on. It all makes sense pretty much, I'm sure. But yeah. Alright, let's see what else is in here. I also have this little coin. Let me try to catch the light here. There we go. This is a Dragonite. Little coin. I got it with my Battle EX pack along with the little tokens. But it's for flipping a coin. Maybe I'll flip it now and see what I get. You always kind of hope for heads. Alright, here we go. It was tails. We'll pretend it was heads, though. Alright, and now, let's get into the actual cards. Alright. Here's the cards. I went to the store and I bought these little sleeves to put your cards in. It helps protect them. And it also allows you to easily shuffle them and play with them. Yeah, they're super helpful. I got these little teal ones. Because I thought they were a cool color. But yeah, this is my deck. It's made up of 60 cards. It's an electric type. I always liked electric. I just think they're cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I enjoy the electric type Pokemon too and all that, so. But anyway, we'll start here with the Pokemon. Our first one here is Dynamo. Dynamo is a little tiny guppy. An adorable little guppy. Look at that. He's so cute. And he's swimming in the sea with his little static shock and his tiny bolt. He's got lots of little friends. Let me try and find now. I have a couple Dynamos in there. But Dynamos can, see. So I have a couple little Dynamos in there. Little guppies. And then those guppies can evolve. So in Pokemon, you evolve your Pokemon to be stronger. So that little guppy evolves into an electric, like eel-electric, like an eel. They love their play on words. But this guy is slightly less cute, I'll say. He's coming out of the water and he has very sharp teeth, but I still think he's pretty cool. So I have a couple of those in there, and then the final evolution is it Electros? And Electros is really cool. 160 health. Suction, shock, and head bolt. That's what he looks like. All of these Pokemon cards have little phrases that go along with them that kind of describe them. So, Electros. They crawl out of the ocean using their arms. They will attack prey on shore and immediately drag it into the ocean. That sounds actually terrifying. So this is a nightmare Pokemon. Genuinely. While we're at it, I want to read the others. And this is Electric, so the slightly less scarier version, let's hope. They coil around foes and shock them with electricity, generating organs that seem simply to be circular patterns. Okay. That's slightly less scary. So I'll take it. Our last one here is Dynamo. While one alone doesn't have much power, a chain of many Dynamo can be as powerful as lightning. That's more like it. That's an explanation that isn't nightmare fuel to me, so I like it. Alright, let's move on to the next Pokemon. Talking about tadpoles, we actually have Tadbulb, which is this little like electric tadpole, actually, for real. Just to read the description, Tadbulb shakes its tail to generate electricity. If it senses danger, it will make its head blink on and off to alert its allies. Nice. That's pretty cool. Tadbulb also evolves, as I'm sure you could guess. And I love this little guy. This is so cute. This guy is called Belly Bolt. Belly Bolt, this is what he looks like. He's a frog, if you can't tell. And he's holding it looks like a record, actually, which is funny. Like, it's like an electric, belly button is the thing, which, electric belly buttons are awesome, so let's read his description, why don't we? What appears to be eyeballs are actually organs for discharging electricity generated by Belly Bolt's belly button dynamo. Whoa. Belly button dynamo. That would be a killer band name. Writing that one down for later. So yeah, that's Belly Bolt. Super cute. And frog-like. Let's move on, why don't we? 2. Honestly, one of my favorite Pokemon ever. I'm going to be so honest with you. This one. Is Voltorb. Voltorb. He is literally an electric ball that just kind of explodes. But I think he's so fun. I always liked him. He's always in my decks on the games. Stuff, or my decks, my team. I don't know, I just liked him for some reason. Here's his description. It looks just like a Pokeball. It is dangerous because it may electrocute or explode on touch. It does look like a Pokeball, but it's really not a good Pokeball. these other Voltorbs. This is Lieutenant Surge's Voltorb. It's just got some different moves, spin ball and double spin. But I thought it was cool because it was Lieutenant Surge's, which is the gym leader. So I thought that was cool. Yeah, so super cool art as well. These are not all the same, like, gen of cards, by the way, as I'm sure you can guess. Some of them are much newer, some of them are much older, so most of these I got in the fighting, the Pokemon EX deck starter from Walmart/Target, wherever I got it from. So yeah, that's Voltorb. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's Voltorb. And then, as I'm sure you can guess, Voltorb also evolves into this fungi, Electrode, which looks eerily similar to me as the exact same as Voltorb, but he's just stronger. It is known to drift on winds if it is bloated to bursting with stored electricity. Whoa. That's cool. Very interesting. I wonder what a bloated electrode would look like. It's just a ball. Like, does it just get bigger? Interesting. I have a couple different arts of this one in my deck right now. I have this art, which is him looking up to the sky. And then I have, get ready, I love this one. This guy. It's like rainbow around him. It's super cool. I love the look of this one because it's just got that like super like retro little art on it and everything. Definitely an older card, this one. So I love this card. So cool. But that's Electrode. Oh wait, I didn't read its description of this. This one has a slightly different description. It stores electrical energy under very high pressure. It often explodes with little or no provocation. Okay, so actually terrifying. It's pretty much just an explosive. Alright, let's move on. I got 3 more Pokemon here before I move on to the other cards. This first one, Miraidon. Miraidon. Oh, I'm gonna get kicked in the face for pronouncing this weirdly. Don't judge me. Miraidon. It's fine. This guy's cool though. This one's like a shiny little, it's got like glimmery. See, you can see in the light how it like shimmers. It's cool. But it's like a little dragon looking one with sharp fang and lightning laser. The description: much remains unknown about this creature. It resembles Cyclizar, that's it, but it is far more ruthless and powerful. Cyclizar. If there's one thing I can't do, it's pronounce a Pokemon name. If someone was holding me hostage and said, I'll let you free if you can just name all of the Pokemon and read them off a sheet, I fear I would never leave. Anyway, that's Miraidon. Super cool. That one's a newer one, faux show. Okay, here's one that I like. This cool one from Black called Zekrom. Love Zekrom. He's just a cool guy. He's just a cool guy. Description. This Pokemon appears in legends. In its tail, it has a giant generator that creates electricity. Let's go. I want a tail that generates electricity. Cool picture. Cool Pokemon. I dig. Alright, my last one here. This one's a cool card. It's an EX card. Tapu Koko EX. Ooh, and it's shiny. The little glimmer. Isn't that so cool? The electricity goes like all over the card, which I like. Tapu Koko has a lot of HP, 210. Vengeful Shock and Extreme Current. Super cool. This one doesn't have a description on it, sadly. But he's pretty cool. Kind of hard to tell from this picture, though. I love my Tapu Koko. And with that, those are all my actual Pokemon cards in this deck, but I'm going to show you the others real quick. Some other things that I have in this deck are energy. I have a whole bunch of energy. If you play Pokemon, you know that you need energy to use moves, to attack, and do other things with your Pokemon. So yeah, just these basic energies, you pull these and you attach them to them. Yeah, just kind of a part of the game. Not super crazy. But then I also have a couple items as well that I use. This first one is Electric Generator. Electric Generator allows you to look at the top 5 cards of your deck and attach up to 2 basic energy cards you find there to your benched Pokemon in any way you like, and then you shuffle the other cards back into your deck. I'm sure you got none of that, but it allows you to get these energy cards and put them on your Pokemon, in short. Another item is a Great Ball. It's one of the Pokeballs. It allows you to look at some cards in your deck. Alright, next I have these much older cards. These are switch cards, which allow me to switch out Pokemon that I'm using at one time. Nothing too crazy. I don't want to get too in depth or else I'll potentially bore you and that wouldn't be fun. I got some potions as well. These potions, as I'm sure you can guess, heal my Pokemon when they get near deathly ill on the battlefield. Luckily, in the Pokemon universe, they don't kill Pokemon, they just kind of make them faint on the battlefield, which is very good of them. No killing, which is good. People get attached to their Pokemon, they're like dogs and cats. I mean, if they just died in battle, that would be kind of depressing, so. These help keep them healthy, though. Lastly, and the last thing I'm going to show you is some like supporter trainers that I have. Some supporters cards. This first one is Skyla. This is Skyla. Kind of hard to see her, but that's okay. She allows me to like search my deck and find a specific trainer card. She's pretty cool. My next one is Jack. This is Jack. Jack allows me to search my deck scary eel that grabs you. This allows me to search my deck for those cards and put it in my hand. Very helpful. Next, I have Nimona. This is Nimona. Whoa, yeah. She allows me to draw 3 cards. Classic card game move. Drawing cards. She's a classic. Next, I have Rika. Rika allows me to look at the top 4 cards in my deck and put 2 of them into my hand. Super simple, just looking at your deck and then putting 2 of them in my hand. Kind of a basic card game move. Lastly, I have one more card. This is Professor Juniper. This girl with the crazy hair. I know you can't really tell. She's got crazy hair. She allows me to discard in my hand and draw 7 new cards. So if I don't like them, I can kind of restart, which is nice. But with her, that's all my cards in this deck. So all of these cards would be shuffled together. I would draw, and then we'd battle. Super fun. I'm gonna pack them all up here. I love the way the cards feel, especially in these sleeves. But with that, I think that's about all I have to show you. I have quite a bit of Pokemon cards, much more than we see in this little deck. Here's a little preview. This is my Pokemon folder. I have quite a bit. That would take a while to go through, but maybe someday I will do that for you guys. Maybe at least part of it. We'll see. I'll make it like a series or something. But until then, you guys will just have to suffice with this little deck. So, thank you guys for sticking with me through it. I hope you enjoyed my little tour of that deck, and yeah, hopefully it was enlightening. Hopefully maybe you learned a little bit about Pokemon if you didn't know, or you maybe, enjoyed my Pokemon rants if you're a big fan. Hopefully you didn't judge my deck too hard. If you'd like to play Pokemon, let me know. I also have the app. And you will probably beat me. No, I'm just kidding. I've been getting better. But, anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed, let me know. see you guys in the next video. So, hope you have a good rest of your day or night. And I'll see you guys later. Alright,